Hey guys, I am Rose. I'm back. If you are a returning subscriber, hi, how you doing? If you are new, what is going on? So I know I've been gone for a little bit. I've been forced to focus on my material world because I'm always focused on my spiritual world, always. So now it's time for me to focus on my material world because I pretty much healed just about every major thing, right, in my spiritual world, all my blockages and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get on today, and well, right now I'm still at work. Right, I work where there's like nothing. Anyway, so I wanted to speak about the healing process, right? Because it seems like everybody, I don't know if you can see me, guys. So it seems like everyone is confused about this healing journey. And people just feel, because I've been seeing things, I've been reading people energies, or I've been seeing, like, reading what's the things that they're posting and stuff like that, right? And and I'm talking about people that I know and people that I don't know, right? So I'm not like coming at anyone in particular at all. Yeah, like my sidebar. I'm embracing my inner feminine that I healed, so now she's popping out. So I'm embracing the goddess that's in me, right? Sidebar. Anyway, so healing takes time. When I say time, it takes it takes time. So it took me 2.5 years to master my thoughts. 2.5 years to master my thoughts. I done had delays. I delayed myself by not listening to my guide, and everything happens for a reason. Because if I would have never did it the way how I did, then I'm pretty sure whatever I would have missed, if I did listen to, my spiritual guide, if I would have listened to her, I would have got to my union with myself faster. But because I am who I am, I'm hard-headed, I'm stubborn. Well, I was hard-headed, I was stubborn, and also I was afraid, which is something that it took 2 years for me to like really accept the fact that I was afraid. So the healing, whatever questions you have when it comes to healing, like, obviously you're gonna heal, you have to heal yourself. You're not healing nobody else but yourself. Whatever questions you have, the answer is in you. So for those that loves reading how to heal, how to meditate, how to do this, how to do that, that's going to keep you stuck. That's going to confuse you from finding your authentic self, because that's the goal. It's for you to find your authentic self, for you to know who you are before you was programmed to be the person you are today, right? So just like, for example, star seeds, indigo kids, and all this extra stuff, that's fake, right? Like, I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to argue with anyone. You can write down your comments below, whatever the case might be. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I know what I know. I healed what I needed to heal for me to feel comfortable and speak upon this, right? Star seeds, indigo kids, and all that extra stuff is fake. Those are here. They are here to keep you stuck. Yes, they're going to give you information, of course, because I thought I was a star seed until my spiritual guide was like, don't ever say that about yourself. I was like, oh, okay, no problem, right? Most of us are light workers. Light workers, if you do not know what a light worker is, I suggest you do your homework, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you what a light worker is. I am a light worker. I know what my duties are. Everything have levels. Everything, it has levels to shit. And I always said that in my videos. Is levels to everything. So if you are a light worker and I'm a light worker, however, my duties is higher, that does not mean I'm a better person than you. It just means that I worked my ass off for me to earn that gift to be a light worker on that higher level. We are all different. We are all from different dimensions. Not like, I'm talking about real dimensions, right? We all were incarnated on Earth plenty of times. I believe I was an animal at one point in one of my other lives. I believe I was something outside of being a human, right? Because obviously you need every experience for your soul to grow, right? To become whatever you feel like, well, whatever you believe that you deserve, or whatever, right? So healing. So all right, so indigo kids and star seeds are fake, whatever. They will tell you things that's actually facts. They will. However, that's it. They're not going to go further. And that's keeping you stuck. And that's what might make you think that you're healing, and you're not. What you did was you healed one surface, or maybe two surfaces, and the rest of your surfaces are wounded. You're not healed. You didn't heal that wound, right? So the healing process is you have to actually, like, I don't want to make this video too long because I do have to go. But the healing process is not overnight. The healing process, I tell people, you have to get off social media. Social media is not your friend. Never was your friend, because whoever owns social media, my page is not gonna be about government shit. You do your own research on that, because I don't need them to be on me at all. I don't want to be in nobody's programming. I don't want to be in nobody's eyesight. My bad, guys. I have to get away from over there. But social media is not your friend. Whoever owns social media, like I said, do your own research about the government shit. Whoever owns social media, when they decide to take social media away from, when they decide to take the platform away from us, they will do that without your say. So, the healing process is not easy. It's not an overnight thing, and it will never be an overnight thing. You have to discipline yourself. You have to do a lot of dark nights of the soul. You're gonna have a lot of death rebirths. A lot of them, like a lot. Healing is not for the weak. If you did not get your wake up call, your calling, that means the universe knows it's not ready. The universe knows you're not ready to heal. So a lot of people that be looking up videos and stuff like that, those are people that want the relationship, that wants this fabulous relationship, the connection and all this extra stuff, but they don't want to do the work. And then when they do the work, it's like, if they do the work, they only do like the surface. They only heal the surface. And then it's like, what are you healing if you only heal the surface? What are you healing if you just heal the surface? Nothing at all. So you gotta heal. You gotta heal wound after wound after wound. Like, this is it's not easy. But, oh yeah, back to the social media thing. Social media is there to keep you stuck as well. Is there to brainwash you. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. So you know how, like, you could be asleep when you wake up in the morning. That's the first thing that you go on social media. I used to do that. Now the first thing I go, sometimes it depends on how I feel. Sometimes it depends. Well, it depends on how I feel. Is either I put on some music, some slow music, or I go on YouTube. I do YouTube. I don't do social media. Or sometimes, let's say if my brain just, ooh, look at the moon. Or let's say I go on social media. I immediately notice it and I just go off. Like, okay, I don't want this. Because sometimes it happens. It happens to me. Nobody's perfect. Oh, look at one of my favorite customers. Hold on, guys. See y'all later. So I'm in my station now, but I'm in the bathroom. All right, so so the healing process, right? I know it's everywhere. Like, it's like I'll be speaking about something, and then I will hear a question, and then I will be like, okay, it's this. So it's everywhere. Take what resonates. If it don't resonate, leave it there. You know. So when you're healing and you go through dark night of the souls, like I said, you're gonna go through several of them, because each wound requires a dark night of the soul, right? And dark night of the soul, is not a hermit mode. You're not in your hermit mode. Hermit mode is when you're thinking about your current life, like, or your current situation, or like you're analyzing your behavior currently, right? What would you do better? What you going to change moving forward? That's like hermit mode. Dark night of the soul is pretty much when you're sitting with that energy. You're sitting with that energy that was either programmed into you, or you created it, right? By picking it up somewhere, and you thought it was something good for you, and then later on it was really something bad for your soul, whatever, right? You sit with that energy, and you have to analyze it, right? So when it comes to the dark night, so you analyze the energy, you sit with the energy. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys done seen images where I'm not of a pro yet when it comes to these videos, so I would have said, oh, I'm gonna put it over here, but so I'm pretty sure you've seen memes on social media with a female, and there's a rope around the devil or a bad energy or bad entity, whatever, and she's sitting there and speaking and bonding with that energy or that devil, right? That's what dark night of the soul is. You don't want to be fucked with. Your emotions are going to be everywhere, because you're sitting with that wound and trying to understand where you went wrong. Because if you have a wound, that means you went wrong somewhere that created that wound, right? So you got to sit there and analyze that wound to see where you went wrong. If you understood what you was doing at that time, and going forward, how can you you got to change your perspective so that you can have a understanding on why that wound happened, why was it even a wound in the first place. So once you analyze the wound, like, accept the wound, analyze it again, because remember, you got to analyze it 2 different times. The first time is from what caused, or what was your doing, what was your part in that womb, right? That caused the wound. That's the first time you analyzing it. The second time you analyzing it, you're analyzing it from an understanding point of view, which is that's when you change your perspective. That's when you transmute the negativity into the positive. So once you do that, that means you understand why that happened the way it happened, because everything happens for a reason. It's always two sides to a story. When people say there's two sides to a story, there's literally two sides to every situation. Every situation. The only way you will understand somebody else's situation is only if you understand your situation. So the dark night of the soul is for you to sit in that corner. You see that corner? In that corner, and analyze what caused it, what happened around it, what was your mindset during this situation. Do you feel any way? Did you feel any way during the situation? After the situation, like, that's dark night of the soul. You don't want to be fucked with, because like I said, your emotions is everywhere. So why would you want to be on social media while you're doing dark night, while you're like under the dark night of the soul? Why would you want to be on social media? Why? Oh, because you're running away from the wound. So when people be like, oh no, I'm healing, how can you be healing and you're on social media reposting shit? Social media is not your friend. Like, I tell people that when I started my journey, I logged off social media for a few months. I came back when I was okay, when I felt like I was okay. As soon as I got triggered from social media, I had to leave, because I knew social media wasn't good for me. I was always on social media. Like, I used to post things on social media, repost things on social media. People knew how I felt daily because of my posts. So why? I didn't want people to read me anymore. I wanted to be a mystery for other people, right? So I had to find the strength to want to do this for me, right? So my dark night of the souls was not easy. It was hard. I had days when I cried. I had moments where I called out of work for a whole week because I just couldn't do it with society. Like, I was hurt. I was in pain. I was miserable. I was depressed. I was actually really sitting with every wound that was in me, and I needed to release. It's not hard. It's not easy. You're going to have days when you lash out, and it's okay. But you have to have someone that you actually trust. See, I was gifted and blessed to have my earth guide sent to me. I was very blessed. I'm very blessed for me to have her in my life, she's my everything. She was my punching bag. She was a person I yelled at. And I wasn't yelling at her. I was just getting my frustration out, because that was the only person I trusted. The only person I trusted, without me knowing that she would, without me thinking that, I know for a fact she's not going to judge me, because she'd been through it. She's on her journey for 20 plus years. So I know she's not going to judge me. I have a best friend I have a best friend, and she's also on her spiritual journey. I just couldn't call her because she's on her journey. I'm on my journey. We both fresh, and it's like, I'm calling her. She don't understand me. And I'm just like, so I was blessed enough to have my spiritual guide, my earth angel, to teach me the right way. And the more I heal on a deeper level, the more I feel comfortable speaking this out to you guys, because I know I always wanted to do a video about star seeds and indigo and stuff like that. I was afraid, because I was afraid of what people would say. I was afraid of the judging and all this extra stuff. I healed myself so deep that I don't care what people have to say. I know my truth. I know the truth. And whatever question I have, I go within. That's something that a lot of people are not comfortable with. People are not comfortable with being alone. Soon as their darkness, the darkness and the light within them, because that's your yin and yang. Whenever your dark and light is battering with each other inside of you, that's when you start getting triggers, and that's when you go back to social media and distract yourself. All you're doing is setting yourself back. All you're doing is delaying yourself. That's what you're doing. And every time you be like, okay, let me go back to healing, what you do is you go right back to square one. Because remember, you're not picking up where you left off. That means where you left off, that means you really didn't learn nothing if you have to go back to social media for you to get distracted. So now you're back to square one. So I gotta go. I'm going home. Hopefully, I'm gonna see if I can do a reading for you guys. All right, love you.